Hi guys, what an amazing episode that was. I just watched Star Trek Discovery, got quite a bit to say on this, really enjoyed it today. The episode's called New Eden. Like I said, that it's the second episode in. The crew are on the mission, the follow on from last week, with the angel being and all that. Well, it all starts coming out that there's a lot of things going on. They follow this transmission through this anomaly, and then they end up using the mushroom drive, and everybody calls it mushroom drive, and they even cracked a joke about it. Captain Pike cracked a joke about the mushroom drive, because everybody, if you go on Facebook, it's all memes at mushroom drive, and they jump 54,000 light years to this planet, and it's called Terra Summer, and they find a primitive culture there, but it's human beings, and it's like, I don't know, it's quite religious and sort of like pre-warp society, and they're beamed down, and then they find out there's going to be an extinction level event, and they get involved. There's this transmission it's been going for 200 years from under this church, and they sort of like start discovering where these people come from. They came from Earth, but it was like after the Third World War, something beamed them all up in a church and took them there. Obviously the angel thing. And over 200 years they got all religions of this planet and put them all together and focused around this alien in the middle, which would probably answer a lot of things today if we probably did that, with what's going on our planet. But I'm not here to philosophise in the world. We're talking about Star Trek, but I think we'd all like to live in that society, in a betterment of society, But anyway, so there's one of the people that live on the planet. They find out the history, how they got there, and their religion and all that, which is great. And one of the scientists, somebody who lives there, has been sending transmission out. Him and his family are dedicated, and I really liked his character because he knows that they're not from here, and he figures out they're from Earth, and they obviously Prime Directive, General Order Number 1 comes into it, and I've got to give it to Pike. He really sticks to it. I mean, even with Burnham and the other character, I forgot her name now. Says we can't violate this. Anyway, when they're on mission, he's trying to say, look, they're from outer space, and this guy who's stuck on this planet uses a stun grenade, knocks him out, and then takes the stuff to religious council or pit leaders of the colony, and anyway, they stop him, get the stuff back, and they beam up, and then there's a big sort of moral dilemma, should they interfere? But we're there on planet. This asteroid thing's going to hit the planetary, the belts around the planet, and a radiation storm and extinction level event, and again General Order Number 1. But it's really, I mean, if they were on board the ship, would they have left them? I mean, Prime Directive, natural order things. But anyway, we'll go into that in another video. General Order Number 1, Prime Directive. I think that obviously they did the right thing. Saru, Tilly comes up with a thing, the mushroom jump, throw that asteroid out with dark matter, attract all other asteroids, not going to hit the planet, the dust belts around the planet, and they save everybody on the planet. Meanwhile, Pike gets done, Kid picks up a phaser, turns it on, pulls it out of his pack because he stole the patents, this scientist guy on planet who's trying to prove that, that contact somebody from Earth. And obviously Pike jumps on it and gets hit by a phaser. They take him to church, he goes running, they kick the door up and see him beam out, and then there's like a thing you get more about the Prime Directive, this poor guy, because you really do feel for him, because he knows where, nobody believes that his family's been dedicated for 200 years to like get back to Earth, and the sort of him and Burnham, Pike and Burnham, have this discussion, and it's a great thing because he goes to his workshop under church, and Pike's there, and he talks to him, and it's a really powerful scene. I loved it. Now, and it gives them power cell, and he tells him all that doubt he had, it confirms, and you can see tears in his eye, and he beams out. But they've got the information of the what took the church in this old GoPro cam, and you know, you can see you feel such relief, you know, for him that you know they've come from Earth, and he gives them a power cell which is really touching, which will last like for a really long time, and that's, and then we go to the ship, and then it just finishes where like Pike watches the video footage. Obviously they fix it, and you see you just see briefly the alien, everybody in this church, and big bright light, and you know the abduction stuff and all that. Big bright light, are they going to take me in my house? You know, so, and that's it. Now, to me, now this is, I think this is because Frakes is directing, quite frankly, because this was well, last week and this week, they've really gone back to a feel of, I felt this morning, I watched the Star Trek episode, you know, I really did, that finally, I know it's the first season, were like, it was just sheer craziness, wasn't it? It was like, was it Star Trek? I mean, everybody's debating, was the first season Star Trek? You know, we've probably got one Trekkie episode in it all. In the last sort of fortnight, these 2 episodes, we've had, I felt I'm watching Star Trek almost, and I'm really glad about that. And they seem to have moved on quite a lot from first season within 2 episodes. Obviously, there'll be something from first season that'll come into the second season. But we're getting to know more of the crew now. You know, more of the crew sat on the bridge. They're taking more of an active role, which is really good. And which is sort of interesting. It's getting rather enjoyable. I mean, honestly, I suppose if you wanted 21st century Star Trek, this is it. And it's good. I mean, it's powerful writing. And with Frakes directing, he were in Next Gen, he knows Star Trek. He knows the feel of it, and that's why this episode, I think I've got to admit, I think this episode better than last week. I thought this episode bloody brilliant. Do you remember the Enterprise episodes where they ended up on pre-warp planets and stuff? There's one in second season where they end up where there's like 2 powers on a planet, and they haven't even got the atom yet, but they're like, it's and they get caught and they have to go rescue them, and they're telling them they come from other side because they can't reveal that they come from up there and all this. I mean, and you know, I love the episodes. You remember Next Generation, First Contact? It's these sort of episodes I like. That is what Star Trek's about. But they really do elaborate on the power of General Order Number 1 in this episode, which I was surprised Pike really sticks to it, only till Burnham sort of pushes him over with such logic that, how do you say, that he has to act on his conscience, and I think Pike did the right thing. But he has truly got, this episode for me is made of Star Trek. Honestly, you know, I agree with first season. You either love it or you hate it. It took me a while to get into the first season, but I stuck with it, and I'm glad I did, because I want the fruits of the first season are now starting to hopefully pay off in this season. We've got Star Trek, you know, and that's what I loved about it. I mean, we find out Spock's in a mental home, in a psychiatric ward, because he's been getting visions or signals or something. That's obviously from these angelic type aliens. There's an interesting thing on the ship. Tilly has this woman who sort of pops up from nowhere, and so we've got an entity on board the ship, which is going to be interesting where that goes. Do you know what I mean? Saru, I just love Saru. I love how he communicates. I just love that character. He's so alien and so likeable. It really does a good job. I think Discovery is going to definitely set its mark. If they get through season 2 and they get to season 3, normally Star Trek series hits its peak at season 3, especially the ones in the 90s. I mean, it took DS9, did it, season 3, wasn't it? Really, and Next Gen definitely season 3. Voyager again, season 3. So I think we're on our way to season 3, and that'll be the one where probably like where everything will just fit together. I've got to admit, with Captain Picard, Captain Pike, I'd be quite happy having him as the permanent captain on Discovery. I think he's marvellous. I think the actor Anson Mount plays him beautifully. So, a fantastic episode. Frakes directing, you can't complain. Roll on next Friday. Personally, I'd like to sit here and watch all 18 episodes all day and just throw myself into this. But at the end of the season, that's when I'll throw myself into it. But again, I think season 2 is going to be a big hit, guys. I really do. So, roll on Star Trek Destiny, Section 31, the Khan miniseries, Starfleet Academy, and the animated series, and God knows whatever Star Trek coming. Prepare collectors, your house are going to get more full now in the next 12 months when all the new Star Trek stuff comes out, because we'll all be down there buying it. New phasers, new communicators, new stars. Oh, got endless amounts. Right, guys. I'm going to try and get on Sunday. I don't know, but I will be on next Sunday, definitely. I'm changing broadband providers. There's been loads of problems with fibre optic. I've got Engineer coming out. So I bought a new games console, and it's just, so I'm using Neighbours broadband at the moment, but they're coming out next week to fix the fibre optic, some problem. But so I don't know about the streaming capacity on Sunday, but definitely, guys, I will be on the following Sunday. The week after that, I'm at a convention, so hopefully I should be on Sunday night after I've been to the convention. I will be filming it and I'll edit it all into a documentary. I'd just like to thank everybody for watching my reviews and that. We're in January still, horrible month. So that's the plan. I'm going to watch Punisher tomorrow. I'm late on a lot of things. I'm just started watching Timeless Season 2. I sort of grew into Timeless, but I might do a review on it. Right then, guys, that's it. So live long and prosper. I will see you. Oh yeah, I'm going to review the 2 episodes of Orville. If I'm not on Sunday, I will review the 2 episodes of Orville from last week and this week on Sunday. That will definitely be done. So don't worry, I'm sticking with Orville reviews. It's just that I've got to go out in a minute and I won't be back till later. So guys, have a great weekend. Hopefully I'll see you all Sunday. If not, definitely next Sunday at 7 o'clock. I will put some up through the week. Sorry guys, I know I said I'd stick to these routes. I am trying, but I've moved house, things are going on, new furniture coming in, it's just a bloody nightmare. But I'm getting there. I'm a Starfleet officer. That's it. Live long and prosper, guys, and may the force be with you.